very, very important announcement. I want to cordially invite everyone to a very big simcha as we welcome home from Pirkei Yerushalayim. He just arrived. It's arriving Misham 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Our very first Sefer Torah, and it's going to be the beginning of the ending of writing. The beginning of the ending of the writing of the Sefer Torah is going to take place Sunday morning in Misham with Rabbi Hadras Melech, with a band, with with flags and torches, peklach, v'rikinalach, flags, everything. 11 o'clock in Mir Hashem, Sunday morning, is going to start from the White Lake Estates. If you know where the White Lake Estates are, it's between Maganab and us. The White Lake Estates, and it's going to march to the Woodlawn Estates. This is the home of David and Rachel Gutman. We welcome also, that'll be Sunday, welcome to Sefer Torah. Today we're going to welcome back some of our old special Yedidim. We waited for them since last Rosh Chodesh. They're back with us again. And they ask us the terminology, the modern terminology that's you find in the streets. They ask they want to know what branch of Judaism does the synagogue belong to. They want to know, is it an Orthodox, conservative, is it Reform? So I tell them, I said, I'm an Orthodox rabbi all year long, with a conservative congregation. Membership is Reform. Now, Baruch Hashem, tonight, it's an Orthodox, it's a Teredic, it's a Bismedrish, with Talmidei Chachomim, Bachrim, and Balabatim. It's an Orthodox Bismedrish. And sometimes the competition between Batei Midrashim, so there was I hear that there was one Bismedrish there in one of the streets there in the Hamish neighborhoods, was one Bismedrish after the other, and when they spelled him, he was a regular, and he was missing for a while. When he finally showed up after a few weeks, so they asked him, said, Yankel, oh my goodness, we missed you. What happened to you? Where were you? He said, I was in the hospital, I had a heart attack. Oh, he said, Baruch Hashem, I thought you went to a different shul somewhere else. So Baruch Hashem, you're all back here. We're continuing, Arba Midas B'Talmidim. We mentioned yesterday, we mentioned a few times before, that the Gemara, Mishnayos, that's the oral Torah, Tzar Shabbat Peh. And it had to be committed to the Zikaron, to memory. Our Chachomim, our Chazal, our sages, were masters of all sorts of, all Chochmas, of science, philosophy, psychology, whatever you want. They understood the workings of the mind like all the greatest psychologists and psychiatrists and philosophers in the world, and they employed the method of memory by association. So in the entire fifth Pirkei of Pirkei Avos, there's no connection between one mission and the next, and even in between one and the other. It's just the fact that it's a number. Asar Mamaris in Roilam, the world was created Asar Mamaris, Asar Nisim, and 10 Nisim were in the Beis HaMikdash. Then it goes on to 7. There's 7 virtues of a Chacham and 7 of Roilam. And then all but numbers, because by associating by number you'll quickly remember it, then you'll be able to retain it quicker. That's it. Arba Midas B'Talmidim. There are 4 traits, 4 students with different intellects and different grasp and tfisit. Someone that's Mohir Lishma Morlabit, that he grasps quickly. He doesn't take, Rabbi doesn't have to repeat it again and again. He grasps it with one time, and the same token, as soon as he finishes, as soon as he grasps it, he has it, he captured it, it vanishes. He forgets it. So this one is just a schar b'efseidah. The gain disappears in the loss, because whatever he gains by learning it quickly, he doesn't have it. Hear it again and again and again. Kosher lishmaya and kosher Rabbi. It's difficult until he finally grasps it. The Rebbe has to, as a whole from the hearts, he has to repeat it again and again and again until he finally grasps it. But by the same token, once he grasps it, kosher Rabbi, he'll retain it. So there, Yosef says the B'schorah. There, the loss disappears in the gain because once he has it, it's his. He doesn't lose it. Moher Lishmaya Kosher Rabbi, someone who grasps quickly, and but once he has it, in Kosher Rabbi, it's difficult. He'll retain it. This is he has a very good portion because he has it and he quickly he has the best of both worlds. He right away grasps it and he keeps it. Kosher Lishmaya, Moyer V'Abed, someone who with Bizmeh Haktim running kop until his Rebbe spills out, eats himself up, giving it over to him, and he finally gets it, but it vanishes right away. This is, unfortunately, this person has a very bad portion. Bad luck. There was a story, very beautiful story, a story with a Bochel, a Ingela was learning, and he was more here, he was kosher Lishmaya. But more than kosher Lishmaya, it was so difficult to grasp something that they gave him a name. They gave him he only asked close kashas. The Rebbe explained it. He didn't understand it. He always asked. It became the laughing stock of the classroom. So this went on and on like this. It went a week into this man, a month into this man, 3 months into this man. Then it was one day, he doesn't ask klotz kashis. And not only that, but he's grasping what the Rebbe asks, what the Rebbe says. He grasps it here. And not only that, he's asking kashis except through Anachron, Akzois, Marsha, except through all kind of worship. Yeshua, he's grasping and the Rebbe was amazed. Not only did he change, but it seemed like it was a different Talmud altogether, sitting in that classroom, not the same Yankele. The curiosity ate at him. He couldn't imagine what happened to him. Why this drastic change? So he wanted to corner him and question him, but he wanted to do it with sensitivity, with diplomacy, and he kept on putting it off because he couldn't put together exactly how to question him. Until finally he decided he can't push it off any longer. He tells him, Yankele, he says, after Mincha I want to talk to you. The Bochel stayed after Mincha, and the Rebbe is looking at him, and he's trying to put together how to ask him with sensitivity, not to embarrass him, and he just can't get it out yet. So the Talmud, this Yankele says to Rabbi, he says, I know what's on your mind. You want to know what happened to me. How come I don't ask any close kashas? How come I understand the Gemara? How come I ask only very, very good kashas? I'll tell you what happened. He says, we were by you, we came to Mesiba and Purim in your house, and you were speaking to the Talmidim. You told us that Purim is a very special Shas HaKosher, a very special right time for someone to mispal and to ask the Rabbi Shalom for something, and the Rabbi Shalom will answer. You can ask what you want, and the Rabbi Shalom will answer you quicker on Purim than any other day of the year. So, when I heard that, and we finished the Mesiba, the dancing and the singing, and we davened Ma'ariv. So when it came to the bracha of Ato Choyne Lodum Das, Rabbi Shalom, you graced us, you gave us understanding das. I started to say, oh, Rabbi Shalom, I was asking, Rabbi Shalom, please, I'm not asking for a nice bicycle. I'm not asking to go on an airplane trip somewhere. I'm not asking for any kind of luxury. Just please, why am I different than any other Talmud? Give me das to understand. I started to cry a little bit. And then I kept going further into the Shemini Esrei. Then when I came to Shema Krileinu, Rabbi Shalom, Rachman, Shema Krileinu, Chus Rachman, please have mercy on me. Why am I so different than every other Talmud? And the tears started gushing forth. Rabbi Shalom, please answer my tefillos. Why shouldn't I have that little bit of intelligence to understand? I finished my, and then the next day, when I came to the shir, it seemed like the Rebbeinu Shalom answered all my tefillos. That's exactly what happened. So we have a big Rebbeinu Shalom, and we never know. We don't utilize it sometimes. We don't know what we have. You come to shul, you daven, you say Tillim, you learn a Mishnah. These are things, my goodness, it can bring you such prosperity, such ashiris. My goodness, you should be fortunate all the days of your life. Chanani ben Akashi Oimer, Ratzah Kori Baruch L'Zaki Yisrael, L'Tzikoch, Tiblan Per Mitzvahs, Shenemar,